In a not-so-distant future, fashion has died. Time traveler Max Vogue has been tasked by the Intergalactic Federation's Bureau de la Mode to travel back in time and find the sparks in fashion's past that could be used to inspire a new runway revolution in his time.
My mission took me to the De Young Museum in San Francisco to research one of the most provocative fashion designers in history, Patrick Kelly, the first American couturier. His designs use humor to reframe serious topics, particularly racism. He was a cultural provocateur. His career was jump-started by the first black supermodel. But who is she?
If you are a seed, you need to go to softer ground. You cannot land on a stone and expect to grow.
Hi, I am Pat, and I'm going to take you on a trip. Let's stop in Versailles. The palace was built by Louis XIV, the Sun King. But it wasn't until his grandson, Louis XVI, and his wife, the Queen Marie Antoinette, reigned at Versailles that the splendor and decadence of fashion began. In 1973, the splendor of Versailles was gone. The palace was falling apart. The roof was leaking and rats with a new royalty. Fashion legend Eleanor Lambert, Madame Rothschild, and Cece Guest organized a fundraiser in the form of a fashion show. I was living in Paris at the time. Paris has always been and will always be a home for the artists. Paris adopted me. We used to go to the Café Fleur. We were very young and loud. Paris had the freedom to have this expression of being something fantastically different. That's why people go to Paris. The times were changing. Donna Jordan was on the cover of Vogue magazine. Antonio Lopez was changing the world, and Karl Lagerfeld was designing for Chloe.
Hello, dear. This is Eleanor Lambert calling from New York. I'm organizing a fundraiser in Versailles, and we would love for you to be part of it.
Oh, really? You want me to come to rehearse?
Did I mention that Kate Thompson is choreographing the part that you'll be in?
Liza Minnelli's godmother, Kate Thompson. Oh, my goodness. The one who was in the movie Funny Face with Audrey Hepburn. I'm in. So I took the first plane back to New York. If Paris is home to all artists, New York is home to all dreamers. I was born here. My career began here. But I moved to Paris because I felt disheartened. American fashion was not ready for someone who looked like me. The rehearsals and the fittings with the American designers took place in New York City. I was happy to be back on 7th Avenue with my friends. Fashion is like having a parachute. If you need to jump, those clothes were your parachute so you can land gently. And we arrived in Versailles. It was cold, it was snowy, it was beautiful, it was a fairy tale. It was chaos, everyone running around. The show consisted of 5 French couturiers and 5 American designers, Anne Klein, Stephen Burrows, Bill Blass, Halston, and Oscar de la Renta. The Americans delivered a fresh, minimalistic, and modern approach. The French had Josephine Baker performing.
Josephine.
And the Americans had Liza Minnelli.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You're really terrific. And seeing how you are, can I tell you something? I have a problem. Now, wait, it's not a big problem, but it is a problem. It's my name. My name is Liza. Liza has a Z in it.
When it was my turn to come out, I embodied the attitude of the person who created those clothes, and that attitude would transform me into a different person. Somehow, I was expressing their soul. We were all horses in the same race. We were the exotic and forbidden fruit of Versailles. Versailles was about the pose, and we knew how to do that. Halston said to me, I want you to be a moth. I had this vision of going to the light, spinning and spinning all the way to the end, and stopped. Legendary. Runway. When we got to the end of the stage, we started voguing. If you know what that is, it's posing alto modo. That was the first time anybody ever vogued on a fashion runway. Princess Grace Kelly was the first one to throw her program in the air. Bravo, bravo, the applause. Runway. We went to the Hall of Mirrors to celebrate all night. Andy Warhol was taking tons of pictures. The girls from 7th Avenue. We posed till we let them know how much we loved them. It was a message of love we were sending out. Versailles changed the way fashion looked at Black models. Everyone began to see the new reality as we mirrored each other's humanity.
Tell me more, Pat.
Yes, Max, I'll tell you more. But let me change my outfits very quickly. I have worked with some of the best designers in the world, but also I adore nature. Oh my God, I had to model with snakes, a big boa constrictor wrapped around me, little birdies on my fingers. I had to ride elephants and camels and immerse my body in the Nile with the hippopotami and lions in the north of England. I had to walk with lions and oh my God, the vultures breathing on me. Also, another highlight of my career was in 1984 when I worked for my dear Terry Mugler. I was 4 months pregnant and he lifted me up 30 feet in the air and I was dressed as La Madonna. Is there anything else you'd like to know about me?
What made you an artist?
Oh, when I was a little girl, I used to sit down and watch my mother, Lady Bird Cleveland, paint her watercolors. And she would leave her watercolor water next to my Kool-Aid, and sometimes I drank the pink water by mistake. And she would say,
"Now it's in your blood."
I was blessed from that moment to be always surrounded by art and artists.
Mission accomplished. Reinstalling fashion. The Runway Revolution has begun.
I remember Paris when it was young and gay. I remember Paris and stroll the Champs-Élysées. I remember Paris
the iris that bloom in May. Its thoughts still fill my days. I remember Paris, the lights, the sights, the sound and glow. Oh, how I love it so. I remember Paris, and evening in Montmartre will always have my heart. There's just so much to do, those wonderful Paris views.
I remember Paris.
There's always a stylish show, a glass of rich Bordeaux. Ah, it's the city of lights and those warm romantic nights. I remember Paris. The sound and glow.
Oh, how I love it so.
You'll always be in my dreams, because I remember.
The city of lights. The city of lights. The city of lights.